All right, we are live with the NodeBots Day organizer meeting number 1. This is being recorded. Hopefully, Google don't let us down. And yeah, kick it off, Disha.
Okay, so at this point we are, what is it, about 6 weeks out, ready to line things up for the weekend of 7/27. It looks like most toward Sunday, which is great. But if you're at this point don't have a location, I would focus on pinning that down immediately. That's going to be your biggest sort of deciding factor of how the event goes. So it seems like most everyone had a location in mind. And then probably within this week, you'll want to get your event page up to begin taking reservations. If you need to get into a new Taito account, I don't know how. Is it just easy to sign up for Taito now? I just
I
log
think
into mine,
so.
so I don't know if like
Yeah, I think so.
anyone can. Okay. If you can't, just ping one of us, and we'll help you get into a Taito account. Recommend that. Is anyone using anything other than Taito for event pages? Can you hear me?
That's a no, probably.
That's a no. All right. Good. So Taito, yeah. There's the Brooklyn JS guys. Have been using some other thing that I've been meaning to check out. So if you go check out brooklynjs.com, I think it is, they have some new event service that they've been using. Keep meaning to ask Brian and Jed how that is. So there's an alternative. And one thing I would really like to do this year is connect the various groups. So looking for several individuals and probably one individual in each location that's sort of tuned into the communication across the various groups as NodeBots Day progresses. I'm going to throw up a link to the nodebotsday@gmail.com calendar and try to get everyone to sort of put their event on that same calendar so we can begin to see the intersection of that. I've never shared a calendar that way across across people across the internet. Do it a fair amount at work. Hopefully it works out. No one gets too trolly. So just for the people that are coming and checking this out, why don't we go around and introduce ourselves. This group of people that are here in this organizers meeting. If you're organizing an event, great people to reach out to on Twitter. So I'm Dan Shaw, D Shaw, on the Twitters, the GitHubs, and all the other things. We started last year and was inspired by I'm speaking of the devil, and he joins by none other than Chris Williams.
Hi.
I was literally inciting your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
My ears burn.
Inspired by JSConf last year, and trying to capture some of the spirit and bring it to a local event. So in terms of like hackathons and stuff like that, NodeBots Day is a very different event. It's designed to be constructive anarchy is the term that I used to describe it last year. Loose affiliation, everyone doing cool stuff, and sort of getting together and building. So, Pavel, you're on my left in this device, so you want to kick it off?
Okay, so I am Pavel, Makenai, Makenai, on Twitter. I'm organizing NodeBots Day in Las Vegas. We did one last year and want to do it again. It's an awesome event. It's fantastic. It's at JSConf and RobotsConf, and it's fun doing like a local version of that and bringing some of that magic to kind of like our local developers and stuff who can't make it out to those events. So excited for this year's event.
Raython, you want to go next?
Sure. I'm Rathan, Wraithan on everything. I am an organizer of the PDX Node group and helped organize NodeBots Day PDX last year. And I'll be doing some of the main organization of that this year, along with Tracy, who doesn't appear to be on the call. Yeah, we had a great time last year. It's the reason why I got into hardware. Now I just like my desk looks like this all the time. So
Nice.
That's a good thing? Okay.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Julian?
Yeah, my name is Julian Duque. I will write my Twitter handle. It's better for me than spell it. I'm from Medellin, Colombia, in Latin America, and I'm organizing Medellin International NodeBots Day. This is the second event. This time we are planning having like a real hands-on event. The past year it was on. Will bring some hardware and kits for all the people to work on. So it will be
Awesome. The event inspiring last year, so great to see that coming back. Okay.
I guess I'll go next. Hi, I'm Rockbot, or Raquel, Rockbot on Twitter and all the things. I'm helping to co-organize the SF Hangout, or the SF NodeBots Day event. I also co-organize the SF NodeBots Day meetup, or NodeBots meetups, blah. But then I also do the JSConf NodeBots events as well. So any questions you have at all about running a NodeBots event, please feel free to ping me. And yeah. And then Chris, you can go now. If Chris wants to go.
Unmute.
He's on
Unmute,
mute.
Chris.
Chris has muted himself. All right, so there's this guy, Chris. He's a PP God on the Twitters and other
I'm
things.
here. I'm just
There he
grilling.
is.
I don't need the sound of fire and grill and burnt meat in your conversations. But if that's what you want, that's fine. I'm Chris. I'm just a person. Solved it.
All right, fine.
All right. I imagine there'll be something in DC with Chris. They had a really crazy setup this year, so hopefully we'll be setting it up again this year. So yeah, thank everybody for coming on, and maybe we should just kick off a little issue on who how people can get a hold of us. We should all be on the links to your account or on the .com site and account. So just go there, click the Twitter. I know everyone here present is pretty easy to get a hold of, with the exception maybe of Chris on the Twitters. And some other information on that too. What are your by the soccer bots, and so I've got this brain idea to take my son's passion for chess and apply to bots and get the to the chess game. That's gonna be really challenging things because you can't raise anything up. You have to move the bots and reassemble them. I thought of this randomly because I was thinking of GoBots, and yeah. Anyone else have a project they're excited about for this year?
I know I want to play around with some different types of microcontrollers. Last year, I think most people used Arduinos or pre-made sorts of things like a Crazy Fly or a AR drone. But like now that Pinocchios are out and Tessels are out, like I want to like play with one of everything. So I'm going to see how many of those we can get into the San Francisco event just because. So that could be super fun. Yeah, I have no set project at the moment. I've got plenty of things on my list, but the exact one I'm going to do for NodeBots Day is TBD.
Yeah.
Hey, Raquel and everyone, along those lines, I have existing relationships due to, let's go with quote-unquote reasons, with a lot of the next generation microcontroller, whether it be Pinocchio, and Pavel's actually the main point of contact, so by all means, Pavel, please speak up about that for Pinocchio.
I'm at Pinocchio's headquarters right now.
There you go, that's how in he is with Pinocchio. And Ryan Day at Solidaire, he did a Pinocchio-IO, which connects up similar to Spark.io to allow Johnny 5 to control Pinocchios. But also, connections with Spark, and that's how we got all the Spark cores in the baskets for JSConf. People have differing opinions about each one. As I think, Raquel, you and I talked about it, none of them are completely correct. None of them are fantastic. They all have their own idiosyncrasies. So if you want an assemblage of different pieces, happy to help connect you up with the right people or proxy and get those through as an option. Because I have contacts at Electric Imp, Spark, Tessel, Esperino, and I know Rick, we can ping Rick, he has contacts at Intel with the Galileo team. So we can, if you want to do like a microcontroller assemblage and see which one doesn't break the most, then that's an option.
That sounds cool. I would love to play with the Galileo boards. Those are really exciting.
They're expensive. That's the only problem. It's like what, $78 to $90 for one of those bad boys?
We have a contact at Intel. We're going to try to milk for.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll see. Milk. Oh, this is recorded. I mean,
This is recorded.
Really nicely.
Ask nicely.
We're going to go ask for a sponsorship.
Cool. Well, I think my personal project for this NodeBots Day. Oh, sorry, might be lagged. Is I want to try to come up with like a. Sorry. Raquel. Oh, okay. I want to try to come up with like an easier way to make those woodcut kits available. So I'm kind of like reaching out to manufacturers on like Alibaba and stuff, and I want to get like, I don't know, something like 1,000 sheets of wood that like die cut or something, so you can send them out for like a few bucks a pop. So there's not like all this laser cutting and 3D printing involved, like at least for those the SumoBot Junior kits. Like I would love to find some way to just make that easy and just send them out. I don't know if it'll be for this NodeBots Day or not, but it'd be nice to get a bunch of them done quickly and cheaply somehow. Yeah, and then other than that, like.
Yeah, Pavel, if I can chip in on that and help make that happen, it'd be fun. I'd love to get.
Yeah, I'll let you know how the search goes. I just reached out to a bunch of people in like China and Latvia and places, and
Nice.
what they can do. There'll probably be some crazy minimum order, and if it's if it's like a lot, I might look into like crowdfunding or something, or ask around for help.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because how many pieces is that in a chess set?
Oh, in a chess set?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play chess. I'm dumb.
Okay. Maybe 24?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a nice math problem. I don't know the chesses.
You mean just how many chess pieces there are?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, each
side
chess
is
piece.
eight long. There's 2 rows for each side. Therefore, it's 32 or 36.
Math.
32, 32, 8 times
32.
4. I can math.
How many software devs
Oh
does
my
it
God.
take to count the number of chess pieces on a chessboard?
None of us were using software. Did you notice?
Hey.
We're used to solving chess problems that have like reduced size chessboards, like with one piece, like the queen problem and things like that. We don't actually touch actual chessboards.
Oh man, we have a newcomer. We have a newcomer. Hey Ray.
What's going on?
So Ray, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit? Like, tell people who you are, how to reach you on Twitter, and what city you're helping to organize.
Well, I'm going to be helping to organize Austin with Cassandra.
Nice.
You can reach me at Pierce Ray on Twitter, PIERCERAY. I just happened upon the tweet that this was even going on. We're supposed to be out at X Games right now.
Well, glad you
Priorities.
made it.
Yeah, glad you have your priorities right.
Yeah, that's where
I'm really
Cassandra
jealous
is.
that you have tickets and you can go to the X Games. I would be there.
Yeah, well, I've been out there the last 2 days. I was a little bit tired today, so heat sort of
Nice.
takes it out of you. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like 90 degrees here, so.
Oh, I have a guest.
Is it a puppy?
Awesome. So, Ray, I think everyone was going around. So, Raythan, I think you and Ray are left to talk about projects. If you have anything you want to talk about, then feel obliged.
Well, I have 2 projects that are kind of in motion right now, and one of them I'm going to be working on probably more at the NodeBots Day is a bike computer I've been working on. I've experimented with things like heart rate sensors and GPS chips and stuff. Now it's time to like actually start putting it together and build stuff for transferring data off of it and everything like that. So, yeah.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah,
That sounds
so
like fun.
I'm right now just looking for projects to run at NodeBots Day.
Also,
So I was thinking about using the SumoBot Junior kit that Pavel had put together.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds, Pavel, it sounds like we could get a... Oh, go ahead, Elon. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. We have a sponsor that is creating like.
Hold on, your latency is getting super bad on my end. Can anyone else hear?
No.
I lost him.
Julian, we lost you. Come back, Julian. Okay, well, when he gets back,
Nick,
yeah.
Julian.
Okay.
I saw him join. Maybe that's...
All right. Well, let's keep moving. He said he mentioned he had a sponsor. But anyway, so I think what we should do is figure out for the next one, maybe get some of the really basic questions that people have about organizing one of these events, so that we can make sure that like people get their questions answered. Like right now, everybody should be finding a location for their event. Try to make sure it's a big enough space with tables and ventilation if necessary.
Ventilation, right?
Soldering.
Right.
You'll also, in a perfect world, have like some sort of big projector screen so that when we all do like the connected all the cities across the way, like you can see what other cities are doing, like everybody can see it. The space we had last year, and I think the one that we're going to have again this year,
Right.
uh, they
Steve
have
Fields
these
confirmed that.
massive projector screens,
Jumbotrons.
which is
Yeah.
super awesome. And people should try to have something like that if possible. Uh, that's your number one priority right now. I guess next time we'll talk about like finding sponsors and budgeting out how you want to get things. Like, I know a big question is how do we pay for everything, and there are lots of different ways that you can approach that. But for now, we can leave that for next time. How does that sound?
The 2-second spiel is never be afraid to ask. Worst thing that can happen is someone can say no.
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting together cool things for that's fun, developer-focused event, and it's usually good for companies' marketing budgets to put a little money on those things. So don't be afraid to ask.
And beyond that, like, do people mostly charge? Like, we charged something like $10 or something last year. And it was,
I think we didn't charge last year, but I think we're gonna charge a nominal amount this year.
Yeah, it kind of helps with just getting the food and like
Right.
a little extra. The more you can bootstrap, the better you can. People get a lot of value out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then also one thing to consider is like if you have like supplies and things sorry, lost track of where I was. If you have supplies and things you're providing, like servos and things like that, oftentimes people want to take those home. So plan to offer them like a resale option, or maybe like have like 2 tiers of ticket prices where it's like participation $10 and maybe like participation plus a ready-made kit for like 50. That way you don't have to like put all that money up front. You can kind of just like plan to like use their money to buy the stuff, and then maybe offer like for people who change their mind at the last minute at the end of the day, like happened at RobotsConf, like happened at our NodeBots Day. It's like, I built this thing and I didn't think it was going to
I
be
really
cool.
want to take it home.
Now I want it, so how much? So we did lots of cash sales of like extra servos and stuff at the end of our NodeBots Day.
Yeah, we were lucky enough last year to have sponsorship for everything, so it didn't cost anybody anything.
That's how we were last year too.
Yeah, I know that New York last year they charged the nominal fee just to at least get everybody, make sure everybody had skin in the game. But then like you could pay like $100 or something and get the, like when you walked in you would have the inventor's kit waiting for you, and then but you could take it home with you. Like that's another option. Just be upfront about what costs there would be as soon as possible, and make sure that there's opportunities for like sponsoring certain people in case like there are people who want to be involved but can't afford it, etc.
That's a great point, right? Having a free tier and allowing those who want to contribute to opt in.
Yeah.
Have there been any hardware vendors express any interest in partnering with this?
We got a small discount from Pololu last year. They weren't like too rapt about like sponsoring a lot more than that, but it definitely helped. I don't know, like you guys had something going with SparkFun, right? SF? Anybody?
Yeah, last year we did. We had a Spark Fund, and then I think there was also an Adafruit discount. But I mean,
it was available to everybody.
Yeah, it was fairly nominal, but it was available to everyone, so you could you put it in your checkout as like a coupon code sort of thing. But we can ask around, see what's available.
And please feel free if you have a contact there, just let them know what's going on, and it's a nice way to contribute.
Yeah, I wasn't sure with SparkCore and Pinocchio coming on the scene if they needed some more press for their stuff.
Maybe they do.
Spark might. They just closed on a lot of funding, right? I hear. Pinocchio's a little bit more bootstrapped and practical right now, so they probably can't afford to give many boards away. But I'm sure they'd be willing to.
Well, you mean
help out
discount
in bulk and stuff like that? Yeah, exactly.
let's ask around.
I think Cassandra
Awesome.
actually knows somebody at Spark, so I'll have her reach out there.
Great. Yeah, and throw it up on a GitHub issues. Everyone watching the repo?
Mostly.
Okay, great. Yeah. Watching the repo, but watching the artifacts that are coming out of the watching the repo, maybe not. I don't know how that goes. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll probably get together again next weekend. Open to feedback around timing. We can try to do a more European friendly time 1 week and a more later in the day time. Alternating until NodeBots Day. So thanks everyone for coming, and talk to you guys soon.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Bye. All right, I'm going
Bye.
to stop the broadcast now. Bye.